All right, welcome everybody to the Morning Team Call. If you're just joining us, this is your host, Avi Kaushik. We have about 62 participants on the line, and people are going to be trickling in here as we go along. We usually are able to get over 100, so let's make sure we hit that target. And our speaker for today, our trainer for today is none other than Mr. Money Michael Huggins. Now, if you're new to the call or you don't know about Michael's background, man, this is a person who really has come a very long way from where he started. Before getting started with Renatus, Michael was actually drowning in student debt. And around this time, he was working 2 low-wage jobs, one at Sears Auto Center, one at Jiffy Lube. He'd come home every day covered in grime and tire dust and just knew that this was not the life that he wanted to live. He wanted to make a change. He wanted to be able to pay off his student debt. So he started looking for other income generation opportunities, and like many of us, was lucky enough to find Renatus. Michael plugged into the system, and he not only started doing real estate deals, he also started expanding his marketing empire. And over time, Michael has now, we fast forward to over 8.5 years later, he is now a 7-figure income earner. He's become the #1 income earner at Renatus. And we're just very fortunate to have him share the lessons that he's learned along the way. He's also an excellent personal development coach, as many of you who have interacted with Michael know. So without further ado, I would like to bring on the line our trainer for today, none other than Mr. Money Michael Huggins. Good morning, Michael. How is your morning going this morning?
Good morning. It's going great. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, it's Money Monday. Here we are in July 1st. We're halfway through the year. That's it. Half gone. Now what? What you going to do the rest of the half? Okay. So that's one thing I wanted to talk to all of you about was what are you going to be doing for this second half of the year now that the chips have fallen and we've looked at where we're at? Are you happy with it? Do you like where it's going? Do you need to make some adjustments? Are you further than you thought you would be? I am now really curious where I'm at. I know I'm behind, but I'm just wondering how far behind my goal I am at. Okay, so let's talk about making money, shall we? Let's make some money. Money's not the most important thing, but let's get something straight. If we don't follow money rules, if we don't respect money, if we don't do the things that are required to get money, we just won't have it. Just because you want it or need it doesn't mean you get it. You have to do these certain things in this certain way, and then you can have all of it. That's great news. You can have all of it if you just do it this certain way, these certain guidelines. So let's talk about it. I got my iPad here. Switched over. Oh yeah. Plugged in now. Okay, yeah. Everyone get your teams and everyone on here. We need to be at 100. We're only at 68. So send out reminders. I know it's summer, and some people think summer means take a break off. That's your old employee brain trying to die. We don't take summers off. What? Summer's off? What? No, let's get it straight. Okay, let me switch over to iPad while you're getting your teams on. iPad, there we go. Switch. Okay. Yes. Continue. Got a new computer. Sorry, so it's taking 1 second to be like, oh, wait a minute. I've never done this before. Okay. July 1st. So we probably have something in common. We're both probably behind on our income goals. So there's a few things that need that need some attention. We've been neglecting. We need to not put a lot of time into it, but the necessary time. iPad's password. There we go. I think it'll work now. Welcome, everybody. You're just joining us. Remember, there's a mute button. Okay, iPad, share. I want you to see my drawing. What's going on here? Huh. New stuff, new things. Let me do this instead. There's the whiteboard. Let's go back to iPad. What does it want now? Why can't we use Michael's iPad? Come on. Silly. Okay. While that's working, I'm going to do this. I'm going to help a few of you out. Wait. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Okay, just helping, more help. Huh, I don't know why Zoom is not letting my iPad. It's just saying no, it doesn't want to. Let me try one more thing. Okay, while that's, I'm resetting my iPad. So while we're doing that, let's remember our earnings plan is buy one, sell two. So we're talking about selling. Let's talk about this for a second, this word selling. Okay, there are customers who come to Renatus to make a purchase, and then there are people who are engaged in a sale and bought because of a sale. Buy one, sell two. We are in sales. We gotta act like we're in sales. We gotta do things that salespeople do to make more sales, to make more money. I hope you've all dropped your stories about what you're capable of or what you're not capable of when it comes to sales, but all of us are salespeople. It's like your middle name as a human being is a salesperson. You're either trying to sell me on that you're good at sales, you're trying to sell me that you're not good at sales, but either way, you're still selling. Either way, you're still selling. So let's go from our amateur status in sales to our professional status in sales. And what do professionals do? Well, one thing is they keep it in their mind straight that they are a salesperson, that they are a professional, and that no doesn't mean no. No just means not right now. So I'll give you a couple examples of that. We just had a new team member join. Her name is Judy. If she's on here, good morning, Judy. Welcome. And Judy was at a networking event that I went to. Found her, got her number, invited her to some events. In fact, I had her come to the regionals. And I had her come to a couple house tours, and I had her come to a few other things. And I was like, man, she's a prime candidate. She has the right attitude. She's got the money. She's got the time. She's a business owner. She's got the need. This is perfect. But she didn't buy. And then she didn't buy, and she didn't buy, and she didn't buy. And in fact, this was in 2013. This was about 6 years ago. So we've just been following up a little bit here, a little bit there. How you doing? Got this thing going on. Now, because of the pro status in sales and keeping that mindset on, I'm a pro, you're a pro, we're all a pro. Over those 6 years, we didn't become annoying. Over those 6 years, we didn't burn the bridge, so to speak. We didn't do any amateur, well, if you're not going to talk to me, I'm not going to talk to you. I mean, we could, but it doesn't serve anybody. But we're being a pro. So because we maintained that pro status in her mind, when it was time for her and she decided to buy, there was no hesitation, no resistance. She had the money, it was easy, made it happen. It's professional sales. Now the opposite of a sale, or what a lot of you are engaged in, or what happens, is there's just a purchase. Someone comes to you and they simply buy because of the merits of the company or what happened at the presentation, or they just needed to buy it and they know that it's cheaper than the other one, so they just buy it. There's a difference between a purchase and a sale. A purchase is basically the customer's doing. A sale is the IMA's doing, or the salesperson's doing. So we are, if you bank on purchases, you might get one a year, maybe. A lot of you are hoping to make a purchase or have a purchase happen, and you're not getting one combo sale a year. So it's the poor person's way of doing things. We're not here to just allow purchases. We're here to make sales. We're going to make a sale. Sales don't just happen. They're made with ingredients, with time, with relationships, with skills, patience. We got to make our sales. So when I'm thinking about making a sale, I think about it like a courting process, where we're selling. We're not convincing, but in a way convincing. Like, hey, I'm really good for you. In fact, I'm the best for you, and you should pay me for it. It's this whole courting process. So some of you, man, some of you are focusing too much on real estate and not enough on sales. And then you're not getting your real estate done because you don't have any sales skills. So we want to move you through that process. How to make a sale. So if you're working with a group, it's a little bit different than if you're working with as an individual. But either way, it's still workable. All right, let's see if my iPad's gonna allow me to switch over to it. Bing. Share. Huh? It says cannot use. No worries. There we go, Google Chrome. All right, so let's just check one thing real quick, see where we're at. Check in. I think everyone can see my screen right now. Okie dokie. So 123 to 423, 137 to 212, 133. You take off this. 2, 14, 19, 27, 28, 29, 39. that. So 90 plus 137 is 227 plus 123. So we're at 360. Ooh, that's not good. 360,000. Okay, so if I just stay on this trajectory, I will do about what I did last year, about 750,000. But I want 1.5 million. So I'm a quarter of the way there. Not even a quarter. So we all got to step it up. We all got to step it up. Let's see, this ain't enough. So one thing is leaders retreat. Buying an extra room, buy a room, then sell it. Buy a room and then sell it instead of just waiting to sell rooms. Buy a room, 4-night stay. Buy it. Do for 2 occupants so you can sell one to your next combo person. So you go for $945. They come for an extra $300, but they don't need to know it's only $300. You pay for it. You put them here. Now, since you don't know who your customer's name is, just put yourself here twice. Or if you're going to sell 2 customers, just put your name in all the fields. Right? My name is Michael for all of them. And then when I get there, I'll be like, oh, no, it's my friend Ted and my friend Susie. Here they are. And for me to bring an extra 2 people is only $500 more. So go buy your room now. Buy a room for these 2 people. And then let's go out there and sell some combos. And we say, hey, whoever buys, I'm going to add you and you get to come. And you can either add them in the room or you could buy them a plane ticket. I might even go as far as buying them a plane ticket just so I can for sure get them there. Okay, so it includes 2 dinners and 4 breakfasts. We're going to be there for 4 nights. So 2 of the other nights, we're just going to go out in the city and have dinner. And then 2 of the nights we'll be there to have dinner. Pretty awesome. So let's make some sales. Here's what I'm doing. I'm doing 3 things. So I'm glad you're on this call. One is I've already made my drop cards. So what is this? Meetup.com. That's what I want. Meetup.com. This is what we're doing here. So there's 3 new methods that I'm going to be employing in order to hit my $1 million by the end of the year. Chuck, what are you asking me? What are some links that teach some about velocity banking? Well, are you, okay, when you say teach, you mean you're looking to be taught velocity banking? You should just watch your damn classes. But if you're trying to expose someone to the concept of velocity banking and sell them a combo, I think that's what you mean. You can go to the easiest one for me, just off the top of my head, is epicplanwebinar.com. Epicplanwebinar.com. There you go. Okay, so I got my new drop cards, got my new amp site, got everything made up. Let me see if maybe even got print kept it. Oh no, different computer. I'm on a different computer. It's all good. Okay, log in. So here's my Meetup, logged in. So this is the one I just went to. A, B, and G. If there's one in your area, great, go to it. If not, start one. These are really cool. So here's how it works. Basically, I guess I tell you when you register. So what's cool here is about 30, 40 people show up, and everyone gets 30 seconds to say what they do, which only, takes 10, 15 minutes. Then there's 10 to 15 minutes of announcements about just different things going on around the city. And then there's 10 to 15 minutes of a lesson. Someone from the group has prepared a lesson on sales or communication or marketing or whatever. And so now everyone gets a lesson. And then there's 5 minutes of, if you have any problems in your business, share them with the group, and the group will shout out ideas for you for 5 to 10 minutes, and then wrap it up. In that 10 minutes where you're standing up talking about your business, everyone passes out their business cards. So I enter with a stack of business cards of mine, and I leave with a stack of business cards. And here's what's cool. Before you're allowed to do business with anybody in their group, you have to do a one-on-one. You have to get to know them. You have to do a coffee or a lunch, or I'm over to your house, you go over to their house. You have to do a one-on-one and get to know them before you can engage with their business. So I got a bunch of realtors, the curb and gutter guy, some life coaches, a marketing lady. And so after the meeting, I got on the business card that says, hey, when can we have a one-on-one? So I'm going out of town for a while, so I booked them all for the end of July. But now I got all these one-on-ones, and now they're going to find out who I am, what I do, and then I'll invite them to a meeting. So a one-on-one, then a meeting, or a meeting, then a one-on-one. I don't care. Both need to happen. So this is one thing I've been adding onto my schedule. I would be going to this right now, except for I am not in Colorado right now. It's pretty cool. It's 11:45, so I get off the pack call, head right over there, make it happen. So that's one thing I'm doing. So I got my cards, and I'm going to these alternative business networking groups. So they're really cool. So there's one in this part of Denver. There's one in that part of Denver. There's one in that part of Denver. Okay. So the other thing in Meetup is, let's switch over to Denver here, and let's just tell them I want to explore. Within 50 miles of Denver, all upcoming events. Okay, my groups and suggestions. Newbie networking. Something else. Real estate lunch, more networking. More lunch, networking. Car show on the Evergreen. Car show on Evergreen on the grass. So that's Thursday, July 4th. Hey, cool. If I was in town, I could go to that. A, B, and G, go to that. Here's our cash flow. So here's the thing. There are plenty of people that want to meet up. Plenty of people that are looking for something we have. Plenty of people. Oh my goodness. You only need to sell 10 combos. Sell 10 combos, make 100 grand. I walked into that room, there are 30 people there, and all of them need a combo. In my mind, I'm looking at going, I don't have to go to any other networking event. I could just work this networking group all year, get 10, 20 combos out of it, do the right way, make a bunch of friends, add a bunch of value, build a reputation, and all those people will want to get 5 stars, so they'll send me 2 people, and it'll work. It'll be awesome. So that's what I'm doing. And this AB&G version of networking is gone gangbusters, and now it's in every corner of Denver, every day of the week. There's one Monday through Friday. So that's one thing I'm doing. The other thing I'm doing is and I actually did it yesterday when I wasn't even in Denver, but dog parks. I go to all the dog parks. I go to dog parks because, one, Mr. Rupert needs some playtime. But also, guess what? All these people that go to these dog parks, see, I live right here, so go to here, Then I spend here an hour, then I go to here an hour, then I go to here an hour. Then Rupert gets all the way worn out, and my prospecting is on point. When you go to these, you go to dog parks, you got something in common. You got a dog that needs a park. So instantly you start making friends. Instantly you start making friends. Then, because they're now your friend, you can show them Renatus. So that's the second thing I'm doing. Dog parks. So the meetups, dog parks, and then working with my team. My team's like doing what Dane was training on the other day. Or you just work with your team. Build your 200 list. Get it narrowed down to 25. And then work that list. A, B, and G. So let me switch over. Man, I wish I could draw for you. Sorry, my iPad's not working. Okay, so here we are. So now the whole key is sales, right? We're focusing on making a sale, not just letting a purchase happen. So here's what I'm doing now that I've got my I got my leads now, right? Now what do? I am a pro when it comes to sales. What am I going to do now? Okay, well, people will only do business. There's something we all understand. People will only do business if they like you, and remember, it's an equation. So likability plus, what's the other one? Anybody know? They got to like you, and yes, they have to trust you. They have to like you, and they have to trust you. Well, guess what? When I'm at the dog park, and Rupert's halfway across the field, and I say, Rupert, come, and he just turns around and comes to me, all those dog owners, they really like me. They go, holy crap, how did you do that? And I give them a few tips on how they can train their dog a little better. Now I built some trust. Same thing if I go to the car clubs. Same thing if I go to the networking events. I do something that they will like me and trust me. So with trust and networking events, you have to just show up more. Just keep showing up. And they'll see your face. They'll like you. They'll trust you. That's how it works. But some of you are just waiting for someone to purchase something from you. And those people have skinny kids. They're hungry. They don't eat enough because they don't make enough money. You can't just wait for a purchase. We got to go out there and make sales. So people will do business if they like you and trust you. Now, some of you are like, well, I want people to like me and I want people to trust me, but they're not. They don't trust me or they don't like me. Well, some of you are not likable. Some of you are doing things that nobody likes, like making up excuses, or you're being late to things, or you're always changing your mind at the last minute, or you're just dropping the ball. Nobody likes that shit. Nobody trusts that shit. So nobody's going to do business with that shit. I'm telling you right now, you have to be more than just likable. You have to be trustworthy. Just do what you say and say what you do. And some of you just need to stop talking because you cannot keep up with how much you're saying. So if you just stop talking, then be intentional with what you say. Then as things come out of your mouth, you'll be intentional and you'll only say things that you can do. Then you will start to build trust because you'll only say things that you do and do things that you say. Get a dog, Carla. Don't blame it on the dog. But go get a dog. You can also foster dogs. You can go to PetSmart, for a weekend. Foster a dog for a weekend. Friday, Saturday, they take them to the shelter on Sunday. They just, they pick up dogs during the week. They need to figure out what they're doing by the weekend. So take a dog for a day or two. They'll give you food, they give you a kennel, they give you a leash. You go to the dog park, oh, I'm just fostering this dog. Oh, you're so nice. You foster dogs? Yeah, I'm likable and trustworthy. Well, yeah, you are likable and trustworthy. Yeah, what's your phone number? You can do it, I can do it. So the other thing is, guys and gals, there's too much dependence on other people's meetings and webinars. You need to be doing your own and quit fumbling or quit avoiding fumbling. Some of you are like, oh, I don't want to do any webinars. I'd rather just leverage Michael or Scott to do these webinars because I don't want to screw it up. Too bad. Go screw it up. The reason why we're good at it is because we screwed it up enough. So one thing, now that I'm running meetings in Salt Lake and Denver, I have to do webinars. See all you people out there living in one place, you're all moaning about how hard it is to make a sale, and you live in one place? Come on. I live in 2 places, and I got to keep appointments with groups of people in 2 different places. So one way is webinars. Now you got your job, you got your family, you got your business. I get it. So now you're running 3 things, whatever. Quit your job. You hate it anyway. What do I do if I don't have a job? You make some sales. Why don't I make some sales? Become likable and trustworthy and walk people through our information. 5 or 6 hours of information and people will buy. 5 to 6 hours of information and people will buy. So watch a recorded webinar, get on a phone call with me, let's do a screen share, 5, 6 hours go by, it's time to enroll. So webinars, get your own Zoom account. It is so worth it. So like this most recent, we had a workshop last weekend. I had some guests in the room that live 2-3 hours away. They're not going to come to Denver for me to take their money. I mean, they could tell that's what's happening, right? Sale process. And I don't want to drive 2 or 3 hours to their house. I will, but I don't have to because I have a webinar skill set. I know how to host a webinar and run a webinar and make people feel comfortable on a webinar and sell them over a webinar. So you need to learn how to do that too. Get your Zoom account going and be serious about webinars. Be serious. So because of the travel, because of the weird schedule, I know that one-on-ones make us money. So one-on-ones make us money. I just do one-on-ones on the webinar. That's it. So make sure, put a shirt on. Make sure it will go a long way if you turn your camera on. I'm telling you. If you do your webinar with your camera on, it is 100 times stronger with your camera on. Now, I'm not turning my camera on right now because it will compromise my video quality, and I'm trying to do everything with you guys. But when it's just 1 or 2 people on a webinar, and we don't have to worry about bandwidth and streaming, and you're going to create more trust, more likability, turn your camera on. Get your other IMA on, turn your camera on, and say, all right, let me go through this. Then you give them a tour of the website. And then based off their drive system, their drive mode, is what you would show them or what you would emphasize while you're in the business center. These webinars, these Zooms, you gotta be doing them way more. You don't get to sleep in on Sundays unless you've done 2 Zoom one-on-ones this week. Right? Some of you sleeping on Sunday because it's Sunday. I earned it. It's Sunday. I get to sleep in. No. If you didn't do your webinars, no sleeping in for you. Get your ass up and mow the lawn. Go join a lawn mowing meetup. Find out what people are doing to sharpen their lawn mowing skills and what's the best air fuel mixture ratio and all sorts of, come on. Okay. So now I've updated you on what I'm doing. I got to go get way more leads, do many more one-on-ones. If I'm going to make another, I got to seriously make $1 million between now, starting now, and the end of December. $1 million. So it's 100 combos, or that's 33 combos, and helping them all get 5-star. I'll make my $1 million that way. Okay. So here's something we got to get straight. Get it straight in our minds. All right, here we go. Switching over. Here's something you got to get straight in your mind. When your customer says no, it needs to be interpreted into your mind as not right now. That's what they mean. So when you hear no, you just hear not right now. And when I hear not right now, what that means to me is I need more information. Right? If someone said not right now, doesn't that interpret to, oh, I just need some more information and maybe it will be right now. So I hear the not right now, and I say, oh, okay. Well, did I tell you about the earnings plan? Did I tell you about lifetime membership? Did I tell you about practitioner instructors? Did I tell you about this? Did I tell you about that? Did I tell you about, and I just go right through it, because if it's not right now, well, when is now a good time? I need you to buy right now. So what can we do to get now happening? So that's what a professional salesperson does, but an amateur hears no and runs away. Okay, if you're going to be a professional salesperson, you have to try harder on your sales than you do on your job. So you're trying so hard on your job. And what I mean when I say try hard on your job is you make sure you're on time every day. You make sure you stay the whole time. You make sure you clock in and you clock out. You make sure you are dressed a certain way. You make sure you ask to take time off. You ask to do this. You make sure to be at the company meeting. You make sure to be on time for this and that. You make sure all these things. Good golly, Miss Molly, you're such a good employee. So you get paid like an employee. You get treated like an employee. You get the retirement plan of an employee. You get the cash flow of an employee. But I'm saying, take that seriousness around your schedule. Take that seriousness around how you treat yourself. Right? Professionals treat themselves a certain way. They carry themselves a certain way. They treat others a certain way with respect. But you defend your job so hard. And I defend my business so hard that my business grows and you get to keep your job. So you've been around for 1, 2, 3 years, and you hate your job, you hate how you're treated, you hate how much you get paid, but you put up with it. You put up with it so much, and you've like killed your own self-confidence with it that no one wants to work with you because you don't want to work with you. You don't like what you're doing. So how can you expect other people to want to work with you? See, you're not being attractive. You hating your job, that's not attractive. No one wants to work with you like that. So think about it. If your job, J-O-B, now when I say job, you'll know what I mean, the obligation, right? If your job was to sell combos, would you do it? Yeah, but since it's your opportunity to sell combos, you act like a little baby about it. What if they'll say no? What if? The pro, the professional, is fearless, right? They don't worry about a no. They laugh. Say, okay, no just means not right now. Not right now just means you weren't listening. which means I got to say it again because you missed it. They're fearless. Wouldn't you like to be fearless? So you got to get it in your head. You quit your job, you become more attractive. Now, quitting your job, now you might not actually like call in today and quit, but you might say, you know what, in 90 days, that's it. Burning the bridges. I'm going to go have 30 appointments in the next 90 days, and whether I make it or not, I'm quitting my job. Draw some line in the sand here. You move towards it with fearlessness. How you treat yourself, how you treat others, how your schedule goes. This all determines if you're a professional salesperson. And pros get paid, amateurs don't. So here's a book I would highly recommend. Let's see if so let me get the login going on here. It's by Napoleon Hill. And he has written about 15 books, and about 10 of them are on sales. Just pulling it up here. Probably secret codes to log in. This code won't work when you try it next time, FYI. One-time code. Okay, here we are. Ooh, I got some credits. Okay, let's go to the library. Here's a book all of you should really take seriously. It's so freaking awesome. How to Sell Your Way Through Life by Napoleon Hill. It's 11 hours. I've already listened to it twice. I'm on my third time through this thing. It is incredible. How to Sell Your Way Through Life. Highly proven to help make millionaires. The guy's got like he's enrolled something like 30,000 salespeople and made millionaires out of it. Over 100 documented through this process. Rupert, that's enough. Sorry, guys. So anyway, the difference between me and an average IMA is I take sales seriously. I dropped all the stigma, you know, countries like, oh my God, you're a salesperson and sales means this and sales means that. I dropped all that shit. Nobody knows what that means, so I'm not going to apply my own made-up meanings to it. So I dropped it. I don't care what the stigma or superstitions are around sales. So if you've been in Renatus for more than 6 months and haven't made a sale, you give way too many shits about the stigma and superstition around salespeople. You just care way too much. You got to drop it. I don't care at all about salespeople, stigma, reputation, whatever. I take sales seriously. Salespeople make the country work. They're the ones that make everything work. Salespeople. Not just order takers or cashiers. Salespeople. So I take it so seriously, I'm a professional salesperson. You know what? On my next round of cards, I'm going to put professional sales on there because that's what I do. I'm a speaker. I'm an author. I'm an investor. I'm a professional salesperson. I'm going to put it on my business card. I'm so proud of it. Professional sales. And the reason I make money is because I like it, and people can tell that I like it, and so they trust me. And because they trust me, I make more money. And then I have more fun with it. And so now I'm more attractive. More people want to work with me. And then they like me and they trust me and they do more business. And it's an upward spiral. But it won't start until you start it. You got to like sales. You got to want sales. You got to crave sales. The other one is that would be really helpful for you is The Best Damn Sales Book Ever. 16 rock solid rules for achieving sales success. But you got to get obsessed with sales. If you haven't done any real estate and you want to do real estate, but you haven't made any sales yet, stop with the real estate. Just stop. Stop with your real estate. Go make some sales. Learn how to make a sale, because real estate is advanced sales. It's advanced sales. So you go take the classes on real estate, go get it in your head, but go do sales, because real estate is advanced sales. You should go master salesmanship, salespersonship, so that when you get into the real estate world, you know what sales is, and you can treat the homeowners right, the lenders right, your partners right, the appraisers and agents and contractors. You treat them all right, because it's all sales and you get sales. But if you don't get sales, you want to do real estate, you're just wasting your time. So stop with the real estate. Pause your real estate for 6 months. Go make a boatload of sales. Then come back to your real estate with more money and confidence, and your real estate will be way easier. You won't even need your job because you'll have money. You'll have more time. You'll be more attractive. You'll do it full time. More people want to partner with you. Everything just works. But it hinges on you to keep taking sales seriously and adopting that mindset. I'm a professional salesperson. You treat me like it. You pay me like it. That's what we do around here. Okay. Yeah, Sumati, good morning. The name of the first book is How to Sell Your Way Through Life by Napoleon Hill. How to Sell Your Way Through Life. Okay, it's your job and duty to treat your business like you would as an employee. Business will pay you like a hobby instead of a business. Yep. Brian gets it. Selling is caring. So that's what we're doing here. It is mega, mega, mega professional sales. Sales. We'll make money because we make sales. We make money because we make sales. People want to work with us because we make sales. People want to do the real estate with us because we make sales. People want to do things with us because we have the mindset of sales people. Think about it. You wouldn't be on this call if I wasn't selling. Okay? So your presence on this call is evidence that the most attractive thing is sales. And being a professional. If I was an amateur salesperson, would you be on this call this morning? Would you? None of you would be on the call this morning. No. So you like professional salespeople, so be one. All your customers are expecting one, so be one. Be a professional salesperson. That's what other people are expecting. The other one, Wanda, is The Best Damn Sales Book Ever. So because I am a professional salesperson, you like me, you trust me, you show up. The people out in the world, think about it, 99 out of 100 need our help. See, if we were selling something else, if we were selling roofs, it's not 99 out of 100 people need a new roof. Right? Or if we were selling weight loss, you can walk around and you see, all right, there's the unhealthy people. It's not 99 out of 100. Right? But what are we selling? We're selling financial education. And 99 out of 100 people in this country need it. I'm not making up 99 out of 100. I'm not making that up. That's a stat from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Our country, 99 of 100 people, by the time they hit 65, make less than $37,000. That's a big-ass problem. So 99 out of 100 people need what we have. So you look around and just be a professional. Be Be an appointment setter. Have one-on-ones. Give information. It takes 5 to 6 hours of information for someone to buy. We get it down to 4 hours, I'm sure. But there's that other hour of, conversing. That's what I'm saying, 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours. Good. And Wanda just added them to her Audible. Good job. So are you going to be a professional salesperson? You're going to act like it? Be treated like it? If you don't have Audible, or you don't have the money to get Audible, then just get on to YouTube. Here's something I watch over and over. I probably watched this 50 times with Napoleon Hill. In the last 10 years, I've watched this video probably 50 times. Oh, look at me.
Which starts the fact.
An hour and a half through this one again. So let me just put the link in the chat box here. But this is something else that just over and over and over. Get it in your head. This pleasing personality, this professional conduct, this way of just showing up and being a professional. You have goals that a professional would get if they did professional work all year. You want the goal, you got to do it. It's up to you. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me.
Of imagination into action, in the process of translating one's definite major purpose into its physical or financial equivalent. If you aim for success above mediocrity, you will need to learn to act on your own personal initiative, because your success is something which you must achieve for yourself without someone telling you what to do or how to do it.
Damn right.
Incidentally, Cyrus H.K. Curtis, the former owner of the Saturday Evening Post, and one of my collaborators in organizing the Science of Success philosophy, was responsible for a motto on personal initiative of such great importance that I want you to have it. Said he, there are two kinds of men who never amount to much: those who cannot do as they are told, and those who can do nothing else. Of course, Mr. Curtis's implication is very clear. He implied that those who amount to something worthwhile in life, incidentally, Cyrus H.K. Curtis, the former owner of the Saturday Evening Post, and one of my collaborators in organizing the Science of Success philosophy, was responsible for a motto on personal initiative of such great importance that I want you to have it. Said he, there are two kinds of men who never amount to much: those who cannot do as they are told, and those who can do nothing else. Of course, Mr. Curtis's implication is very clear. He implied that those who amount to something worthwhile in life are those who move on their own personal initiative without being told what to do or why they should do it. The men who stand out in the minds of the public as the greatest successes from the days of George Washington on to the present are those who chose their own occupation, business, or profession, and moved on their own personal initiative in achieving their purpose. And those who are getting ahead most rapidly today, no matter in what position they began, are those who promote themselves to a higher place in life by acting on their own personal initiative. The habit of...
That's it. Can't put it any other way. Personal initiative. You got to be your own best version of you for people to want to work with you. Go make some sales. Go have a rocking good day. We're halfway through the year. Drop your fear. Face the facts. Try harder. Stay focused. You got 6 months. Let's nail it down. Have a fantastic Money Monday. We'll talk to you guys and gals soon. Bye.